Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Hari Om Tat Sat. Srimad Bhagavad Gita, 7th chapter, Gnana Vijnana Yogam, Sloka number 18. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Udara Sarva Evaite Gnani Tvatmaiva Me Matam Asti Tat Sahi Yuktatma Mamevānuttamam Gatim. In this 7th chapter, Bhagavan Shri Krishna first explained about the Ishvara Swarupam. After elaboratedly explained, then he talks about the samsarasya karanam. This disease of samsara is the cause for dukkha. So that disease has the diagnosis and the remedy, the medicine also now Bhagavan prescribing. While prescribing that medicine, you are just investigating and looking at only my creation, but you are forgetting about me. I am the inner essence of this entire creation. Even though creation, I myself become appearing as this Namarupa Prapancha, but Avyayam Aksharam Avyaktam Arupam Achintyam, my essential nature never changes. Knowing my essential nature is Jnanam. Not knowing my essential nature, that means the inner real essence of this samsara, the world, is Ajnanam. Now, who are all under the spell of this Ajnana, Bhagavan called them here as the Dushkrutinaha, Dushkrutinaha, and who are all trying to get out of this Ajnanam and try to realize the Bhagavan, Atma Tattvam, they are all Sukrutinaha. And this Dushkrutinaha, Kamatma Paraha, and Maya Apahrutas Asuram Bhavam Ashritaha. In the last class, we saw all these points. These are the reasons their discrimination power has looted away, taken away by this Maya. Therefore, they are not able to come to me or understand me. But other side, there are Punya Karmanam, Sukrutinam, because of their dharmic actions, the gathered Punya, because of that they are now able to strive to seek me, and they are committed to the spiritual path. Now here, in Vishnu Sahasranama, there are some names given to the Lord. In that, in one place, the Lord is called as the Sulabhaha. Sulabhaha. It means very easily available one. very easily accessible one, Sulabha. But same Vishnu Sahasranamam in the some other name gives the name to the Lord Durlabha, hard to know him or getting him. Difficult, Durlabham, difficult to achieve, attain. Why in one same Vishnu Sahasranama given Sulabha and Durlabha? The reason is not that Lord is easy accessible or difficult to access, because Lord is available everywhere. Lord said, I am only in everybody's heart. In fact, I am only Sarva Bhutas Hridi Sthiti Mam. I am only. Then, but this difference of giving the name Sulabha Durlabha is based on this particular point. For Dushkrutinaha, he is Durlabha. For Sukrutinaha, he is Sulabha. Now you understand the point? That's why I already told you about the Ambal Devi in Lalita Sahasranama also. Antarmukha Samaradhyam Bahirmukha Sudurlabha. This Antarmukha means whoever able to seek, who wants to know, who wants to uh, get her. For that, generally, they have to be dharmic, they have to be introverted, they have to be dedicated and bhakti, all that. But those who are extroverted and impure heart, and for them naturally, that extroverted, adharmic, impure-minded people, she is very difficult to attain. So, both the things are given, easy and difficult. That is not because of the Lord's partiality or Lord's choice. Actually, Lord doesn't have any choice, because according to him, from his vision, everything is he only. There is nothing apart from him. He cannot exclude anything. This exclusion and inclusion is only because of our understanding, the small, petty, egocentric thinking. That's it. So, after telling this, then Bhagavan in the 18th sloka, that also we saw the meaning last class, but some more points we need to see in that very important shloka. I told that in this shloka, the Mahavakya Upadeshan is there indirectly. How? What Bhagavan saying? I told, Bhagavan said about the four kinds of people, the devotees come to me. What kind of, according to their attitude and their bhava. So, four kinds of devotees. And who are all they? One is who is in the crisis bhakta or arti bhakta. Then who wants more and more prosperity, artharthi bhakta. And third is the um, curiosity, who is having jignasu bhakta, and gnani bhakta, who attained the gnanam, who only uh, strive for the gnanam. What gnanam? Atma Paramatma, one, that is the gnanam. And Paramatma only, there is no even Atma Paramatma, is many things. Only one thing, Atma is Satyam. That Gnanam. or Brahma Gnanam or Atma Gnanam, whatever you may call. After telling these four categories, Bhagavan says that even though there are four people, but in that the Gnani is most dear to me, he said in the 17th sloka. And I am dearer to him and he is very dearer to me. Why this partiality? You said four kinds of devotees are there. Lord clarifies that. Don't think that I have the partiality. All my devotees are, I, I like them because they are all coming to me. Udaraha sarva evaite. All of them are great and good only because they are believing me. They are having shraddha on me. But still, Gnani is superior. In what sense? Who is this Gnani? He is a Yuktatma. He is a Astitaha. Okay? And because of he is a Yuktatma, well self-disciplined person and well committed only for my uh, seeking for me only, and in that way he always remembers me. He lives for my sake, he do for my sake, he everything he is do live for my sake. Such a person and that Gnani, now he attained the Gnanam. What Gnanam he attained? He attained the Gnanam of the there is no difference for me and the Lord. The Jiva Ishvara Bhedam is not there. That is only Mahavakya Upadeshan. Tattvamasi, you are that. Oh, when I understood that, yes, I am that. That is the Gnanam. Now, here, by using this word, Atma Eva, Atma Eva Mematam, he is Atma himself. That means what? Because Lord said, I am only uh, living as the Atma in everybody. There is no anything apart from me. Matta parataram nanyat kinchidasti dhananjaya. Mai sarvamidam protam sutre manigana iva. Then when Lord said, I am the Atma of everybody, and this Gnani is recognized that he is the Atma, therefore I consider, in my opinion, he is Atma. That means what? He doesn't have any difference. I don't have any difference. We both are one and the same. We both are one and the same. And for this statement, and as well as in the 17th sloka, Eka Bhakti Visishyate Priyaha, and how to join these two verses statements meaning. For this, the reason the Lord saying like this, I am the Atma. Gnani also discovered he is the Atma. And such a Gnani Bhakta is nothing but Atma only, no? See the logic. Not only that, if you analyze this particular point from the Brihadaranyaka statement, in Brihadaranyaka Yajnavalkya, the husband, teacher, says to the wife disciple Maitreyi. So in that Maitreyi Brahmanam, Yajnavalkya says, नवा अरे पत्युः कामाय पतिः प्रियो भवति आत्मनस्तु कामाय पतिः प्रियो भवति. That means, he says, oh Maitreyi, listen here. Really, the husband is not lovable to the wife not because of the husband, but because of the love is on her own. Atmanastu kamaya, because I love myself the most. I love myself the most in the world. What is the most lovable thing? We may say that my wife, my husband, my only child, or even though my my Ishta Devata God, you say anything, include everything. But Agnivalkya concludes and says that Atmanastu Kamaya Sarvam Priyam Bhavati. For that, he started the example of the wife husband. This love or liking is not really because of the husband. I love myself the most, and if that husband, that particular person, is favorable and uh, more useful to me, more gives happiness to me, then my husband is lovable to me. Otherwise, not. That means what? I love myself the most, so for that reason I take the outside things. But if that outside things are not according to my expectation, according to my whims and fancies, and if they those things goes little up and down, then my love towards them decreases. This is what we see in the world, in the material world. So it is very clearly shows that I love myself the most in the world. This is the law. While telling that, Agnavalkya list out few things. In that he adds even about the God. You say that my loving God, my Ishtadevata is Krishna, Rama, Devi. Even that also, my dear Maitreyi, I love the Lord because if the Lord is favorable to me, if he fulfills my desires and wishes, then I love him. So it is a conditional devotion, love. But in Shuddha Bhakti or Gnanam, it is not a conditional, it is unconditional. See how important it is. So therefore, nobody is loving anybody in this world. Everybody loves himself the most. Myself means what? Atma. And that Atma is nothing but the Paramatma. So Gnani knows that Atma, therefore he knows me, Paramatma. Therefore, a Gnani is nothing or anything separate than me. I, Atma, and Gnani also Atma. So, Atma ivatu me matam, therefore, he is most dearer to me. Not only that, this Yuktatma, this Astitaha, what he attained actually, Mameva Anuttamam Gatim. He has taken shelter and chosen me as the highest goal. Highest goal. Now, whenever Krishna says chosen me, that me first person word, you have to understand properly Lakshardham, that is Atma. Atma Bhavena Krishna telling this, not as the Vasudeva Yadava Krishna, Vasudeva Putra Yadava Krishna. No, he is talking from the higher standpoint, Paramarthika Drishtya. So this Gnani also taken the shelter as the goal only this Atma. Then he realized that Atma, he is Atma, Sarvam Atmayam, and Sarva Bhutastitam Yomam, okay? Sarvatra uh, Samadarshanaha, Sarva Bhutastamatmanam, Sarva Bhutani Satmani, Ikshate Yoga Yuktatma, Sarvatra Samadarshanaha. Then naturally, this is the ultimate. And those bhaktas who are in the beginning of those three stages also, gradually they will come to this stage. They have to come to this stage one day or other. There is no choice. Now, naturally, who has reached that final goal, that Gnani, I have to praise him and I have to say he is the superior, he is the dearest to me. What is the wrong in it? So, Prakrutya, after this 18th sloka, now in 19th shloka, Bhagavan says, praising this Gnani again in the 19th shloka also. Bahunam janmanamante gnanavan mam prapadyate vasudeva sarvamiti samahatma sudurlabha. Then Lord saying that, see, becoming a Gnani and coming to me, reaching me, prapadyate, when bahunam janmanamante, after many lives of leading the life of a Artha Bhakta and Artharthi Bhakta and Jignasu Bhakta, now after he lived with that bhakti in so many lives, now he reached to this state of life of a Gnani. That Gnanavan Mam Prapadyate. That means he is showing the rarity. And not only that, reaching me, see, worshipping me, remembering me, singing about me, talking about me is different, and reaching me is different. That reaching is not in the terms of the distance or the time, but here the time is there. Bahunam janmanamante means when? So many lives. So lives says so many means time. But after coming to this Gnanam, again this Gnani traveled through the bhakti he traveled. But once if he reached the destination of the Suddha Para Bhakti, that destination reached. Here also destination we should not say. It is a time bound because of the cleaning process of the inner vasanas and the old samskaras and the wrong notions. Otherwise, there is no going or reaching or in time anywhere. Now, just he came to know in his intellect here itself and now itself. Anyhow, Bhagavan saying that after many janmas means after purified his mind and heart, then through my grace and his punya phalam. My grace is giving that punya phalam to him, being as I am karma phaladata. So bahunam janmanamante gnanavan mam prapadyate. And Mam prapadyate means he reaches me, he comes to me, like that. Prapadyate ma means pratyakshataha. Here Shankara writes few important words. Bahunam janmanam gnanardham samskararjita shreyanam. For gnana, to attain the knowledge, for that sake, samskararja, and to get the good samskaras and remove the kusamskaras, that means to purify his, after purifying the heart, for gnanardham, he take the refuge at the feet of the Guru. He taken the shelter at the Guru. And that Guru teaches. So, because of only Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana only, the perfect abidance in the knowledge will takes place. What kind of is attaining me? In what way? Prapadyante mam, and that Gnanavan, iti sarvam Vasudevaha. This is called Prapadyanta. This is called going, or this is called attaining what? Vasudevam. Here also again, not the Vasudeva Putra, Krishna, Yadava Krishna, or even not the Vishnu, but what real meaning? Vasu, Vas Dhatu, Vasu Devaha, Vasudevaha. Devaha means Dyotamanat iti Devaha, who shines as the inner self, the consciousness of everything in the Satchit Ananda Swarupa, and Vas, who resides, who lives, Vasudeva. Vasati Sarvatra Yaha Saha Vasudevaha, who spreaded and lives everywhere, occupied every place, everything is called Vasudeva. And naturally, now the meaning comes, what is occupied and spreaded and all over everywhere? Consciousness, Atma. So here Vasudeva means Vasudeva. Pratyagatmanam pratyakshatah. Pratyagatmanam. I see myself as the Supreme Self. The Self is one. So that Vasudeva, Sarvatma, Brahman, apart from that, there is no any other thing, and he come to know this. That's it. Coming to know this is Gnanam. Coming to know this Prapadyante. Other than this, there is no anything going or doing anything. Therefore, and such a Gnani, I will call him Saha Mahatma, because he himself recognized Mahatma. See, in the world, with this body mind instrument, if anybody attains the Gnanam, we call them as the Mahatmas, Sadhus, Sant, Gnanis. When he called not because it is a title, that is his Gnanam, his understanding, he become Mahatma only, the big Atma. But as long as we are constricted ourselves in this limited upadhi of the body mind and that egoistic sense of ahankara, then we should be called as the small atma, maha and alpa. Maha means big, alpa Swalpa means small. So this small Atma before, who is unnecessarily thinking because of the ego feeling, now he grown out of, he, uh, he thrown his upadhis and he gone beyond in upadhis in his understanding. That understanding is called Vasudevam, Vasudevaha Sarvamiti. That he's a Mahatma. To such a Gnani or Mahatma to see in this world, if anybody attaining that is a very, very Durlabha, very rare, very rare. That's why Bhagavan already told in this chapter itself, Manushyanam sahasreshu kaschit etati siddhaye yatataamapi siddhanam kaschinmam vetti tattvadah. So that again he expressed here very rare, Sudurlabha, that to see such a Mahatma, who is that? Who has got this understanding of the Sarvam Vasudevamayam. Sarvam Vasudevamayam. Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva. And after praising this Gnani in this way, then Bhagavan, so up to here is one topic that is over. What is the samsara? That is the disease. And what is the remedy? Why? And in that remedy, four kinds of treatment like bhakta category, but some are who is papakarmanaha, dushkrutinaha, they won't come. It takes for them still a lot of time. But in this also again, for these four categories also, takes three categories, takes time gradually, and that fourth bhakta category is the supreme most. Like that, that Jnanam is praised, Jnani is praised, and that is told as the ultimate for anybody. No, you may go through this, that, and any religion, any practice, anything, all that, but still you have to come. Now, from here, 20th shloka to 27th shloka, Bhagavan taking a different topic. Let me read the 20th shloka, then I will tell you. कामैस्तैस्तैर्हृदज्ञानाः प्रपद्यन्तेऽन्यदेवताः तं तं नियममास्ताय प्रकृत्या नियता स्वया. What is the different topic Bhagavan going to tell, want to say? Sakama Bhakti. Sakama Bhakti. The Bhakti with a desire. With the attitude or with the interest of, with the desire, the devotion, with the desire of to fulfill some desires. Sakama Bhakti. Naturally, in that Sakama Bhakti, the worship will be a personal God with Nama, Rupa, and a personal particular type of Upasana. Like that only they will do, and they want something to fulfill their wishes. So, Sakama Bhakti. In general, that means Bhagavan again talking about that Arthaha, Artharthi, these two variety of people. What is the title name given to both of them in the last class? We told that this Artha Bhakti and Artharthi Bhakti are considered as the materialistically religious people. And the Jignasu and Gnani both are spiritually religioustic people, spiritualistically religious people. Okay. Now, here, that point particularly again, the first category, materialistically religious people, that means devotees. So, Sakama Bhaktas. And if they do the Sakama Bhakti, what are the benefits are there in that? And in the Sakama Bhakti, what are all the defects are there? Both the things Bhagavan want to show that contrast picture. And after that, from 28th to end another 3 slokas or 30th, Bhagavan going to tell the Nirguna Bhakti, Nishkama Bhakti, and what that Nishkama Bhakti gives the result. Why two things? Because Sakama Bhakti gives some results, but those results are not permanent. But in Nishkama Bhakti gives result, that result is the complete, Purnam. That only Jnanam. So what it says shows Sakama Bhakti won't take you to the perfection, Jnanam and the moksha. Nishkama Bhakti only. Okay? As I told, Sakama Bhakti always with the Saguna, Sakara Upasana. But Nishkama Bhakti, Nirguna, Nirakara, Jnanam. If you not use the Upasana Jnanam, if you use also nothing wrong. But there Upasana word meaning is equal to Shravana Manana Nididhyasana. Upasana is equal to Shravana Manana Nididhyasana. Generally we don't give this meaning, but we can take in this context in that way. Because when we say Sakama Bhakti, Nishkama Bhakti, Nishkama Bhakti will take you where? Bhakti means there should be some upasana. What will do Nishkama Bhakti? Naturally, Nirguna Nirakara Upasana. What it involves? Shravana Manana Nididhyasana. So, in this way, we must know that God, Krishna wants to show the contrast between these two and which is the more superior and how much the beneficial and useful this Sakama Bhakti. Now in this 20th sloka, to say that Bhagavan first about the Sakama Bhakti, what he is telling, Niyataha Swaya Prakrutya, by governed by their own nature, Swabhava. Swaya Prakrutya means their inner own Swabhavam, nature. Okay? Niyataha, controlled by, governed by. Then, Hrutagnanaha, when they are working under the spell of power of their own inner nature, not the essential nature, this Jiva Bhava, and his vasanas and his tendencies, his habitual thinking and all that. That means everything in the mind, intellect, and the body complex related to that. Naturally, now their higher discrimination power of the buddhi won't work. That is called Hritagnanaha, means they are deprived from this discrimination. Discrimination. So, instead of giving the more importance and accepting the prakriti nature, let us grow and go beyond this prakriti nature and focus the same matter belong to the matter, that intellect or mind, lower mind is always work with this own essential nature, Swabhava. That's why we say and see and show, say that his nature is this, her nature is this. Yes, according to the person individually, if you see, everyone's nature is different. But essential nature, essentially all are one and the same. Now, instead of knowing and focusing the attention on the essential nature, the individual nature only. That means instead of looking at the samashti level, only the individual level, veshti level. The veshti level thinking is called narrow-mindedness, and the samashti and essential nature is called broad-mindedness. Then same mind only, but we can say lower mind is working with the lower nature, and their higher mind is also going behind this lower mind only. That's why discrimination has lost. So deprived of the discrimination, then what they do? Taihi kamaihi. Their own desires. Desires are not same for everyone, no? Everyone having a different desires. Yes, everyone. Even in the materialistic world also, everyone is not studying the same subject. Everybody is not doing the same business. Everybody is not liking the same dish or dress. So, in the same way, here in the Sakama Bhakti also, according to their desires, generally these desires are basically broadly divided into three groups. This thought also from the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Brihadaranyaka Upanishad says that Putreshana, Vitteshana, Lokaishana. That means Pashu, Putra, Swarga, Adi, Vishayahi, Shankara writes. Simple. So I want to hear children, progeny, all that. Because of them, and I want more comfortable, luxurious life, house, bungalow, and animals, domestic animals, or all these kind of things, Pashu, Putra Pashu. Then, because of this, and I will do some dharma karyams and my children, because if I have a son, male child, then I can go to the Swargam. So, Swargari. That's why Putreshana, Vitteshana, Lokeshana. Vitta means money, Loka means higher worlds. Or in this world also, I want more now name and fame. I am having enough money. I am having enough parivaram. Now, my glory should be spreaded to the more range in this world. So, anyhow, this is called Taihi Kamaihi. And what they do for this sake to fulfill their these three types of Putreshana, Vitteshana, Lokeshana. So, desire prompted lifestyle. Desire is not just for food, shelter, and clothing. Much more. That much more desire is called not desire, it is greediness. That's why need just fills your needs, but greediness will kills you. Greediness will kills you. That killing is called here is Hrutagnana. Your discrimination is taken away. Okay? And they are good people only. They're having devotion that you should not forget. That's why Sakama Bhakta. Prapadyante Anya Devataha. They resort, they take shelter and go and ask who? Anya Devataha. because there are so many different devatas are there. Yes, Indra, Varuna, Vayu, then different devatas. Each sense organ has got devata. According to our Vedas, for our Hindu culture, so many gods are there, so many devatas are there, and other deities. Okay, Anya Devataha. That means what? Vasudeva, Supreme Paramatma, and in his control, Ishvara has got so many functionaries, so many ministers. So instead of seeking and asking that higher prime minister or the Ishvara, it is like going to a small departments, the ministries. Anya Devataha. For this, Shankara writes, these Anya Devatas are Anatma Bhutaha. Anatma Bhuta Devataha. So, Anatma Bhutana, even though they are superior than us from the human beings, naturally demigods, and those gods, different deities are powerful. And they can give some varams and fulfill our desires also. So naturally, but remember, they also comes under the anatma prakriti. They are also influenced by the desha kala, but the Ishvara, who is the governor, controller, and sustainer, Srishti Sthiti Layakarta Ishvara, that Paramatma Vasudeva, is not comes under the influence of the anatma or time and the space. So anya devataha means anatma bhuta. They won't come under the supreme Vasudeva Atma. They are also like us only, but they are little superior. In the world also, all human beings are not equal. No, there are superior than somebody, some other, somebody else. In what way? Physically, socially, economically, many ways there is a difference. Superiority is there. So they resort to those deities. Then, so by taking astaya tam niyamam. So by taking the shelter of those deities, then they will keep on do the various kinds of upasanas and follow the disciplines. That means, for example, in the world you say Shiva Bhaktas are there, Vishnu Bhaktas are there, Devi Bhaktas are there, Ganapati Bhaktas are there, Ayappa Bhaktas are there, and some are very much afraid of the Navagrahas. So they will, and that too, Saturn, Shani means a very frightening one. So they go around and do the namaskaras, puja sincerely. Some rituals they will perform. And here again, see the difference. When we talk about the Shiva Purana and Shaiva Marga, Shiva is the supreme person and there Vishnu is the subordinate. When we talk about the Vishnu Purana and the Vishnu is the superior and Shiva is the subordinate. And when we take the Devi Puranam, Devi is considered as the supreme and all others comes under as the subordinates. So like this, these changes keep on happening when in the Saguna, Sakara, Sakama Bhakti. Yes, everywhere we see that. We are not saying that is bad. Lord is going to tell they are doing some bhakti. They are believing, having the devotion. But instead of coming to me, the Supreme Lord, okay, Paramatma, they go to these different taihi anyadevataha. Otherwise, how to decide and designate and conclude who is the highest devata? Highest devata, as long as you are in the saguna sakara bhakti, you cannot decide who is the highest, because everybody, as I told, Shaivite says that Shiva is the supreme. But ultimately, they will come to later in that marga by following the Shiva Bhakti, Shiva Bhakti, Shiva Bhakti, Shiva Bhakti. Then they will come to know that the Shiva, Nama, Rupa, the place, all these things are redundant. They are all just me to take to that higher ladder step, that is Jnanam. When that Jnana Sthiti, Paripakvata comes, the maturity there, this Nama Rupa all will disappear. Disappear. Because Nama Rupa disappeared, don't afraid that my devotion will disappear. Actually, real devotion starts from there only. Because many times when you listen to the Vedanta like this, just if you say on the periphery, uh, at the lighter way about the bhakti, bhajana, and glory of the Lord and all that, kathas and Puranas, it is very nice to hear. But when we are going to shift, it is difficult. We cannot digest that much easily. So, but Bhagavan says clearly, they will do that. We see, no, the same thing in the world, Dominic. Okay. And because they go to these devatas always with some begging bowl. That means some desire should be fulfilled. Yes. And for that, we say that I will do this for your sake, I will do this for Adam, I will come by walking without chappals, and I will shave my head. All these things, I am doing something for your sake, so you do for me favorable. Then this is a Sakama Bhakti, and that's why people will go and put something small little gold in the Lord Venkatachalapati's hundi. But with what desire they have the desire that I should get more in my business. I have more, and I should maintain my plentiness, and I should get more plenty. For that sake, I am giving little to you and you give me more, because you are a powerful person. How long this kind of bargain will take place? Anyhow, that all Bhagavan is going to explain later. Now here, in this way. So they don't want to come to the Nishkama Bhakti that much easily. The natural, their desire is the nature. Okay. Then 21st shloka Bhagavan says, then what will happen, you know? Yo yo yam yam tanum bhaktaha shraddhayarchitumichhati tasya tasyachalam shraddham tameva vidadhamyaham. I don't mind anything. I won't feel jealousy. Krishna says, as a Ishvara, why all are going to the different gods? If many people are going to the Vishnu temple and Tirupati, Shiva will feel jealous. Shiva Bhaktas may feel jealous, but as it is, Shiva won't feel. But sometimes you see in Puranas these differences, and there also jealousy and anger. All these things comes many the other gods, Indra, Chandra. Why Indra always in fight with the other devatas, or don't like anybody doing tapas and coming to that Indra Padavi? It is a kind of greediness and jealousy only, no? Fear is there. Like that, Purana stories all will tell about again, there is a clashes between this devata, that devata, and otherwise they always fight with the asuras and devatas between. So anyhow, I won't feel jealous or anything. What I will do, yeah, whoever, whatever bhakti to whichever god, different gods they do, Shraddhaya Architum Ichchati. They want to do with the faith and so much involvement. Okay, do. I will, what I will do, no, yah bhaktaha Ichchati Architum. Whatever they want to worship with the Shraddhaya, what I will do, yam tanum. That particular form. Tanu means body means here form, particular form. You know what I do? Being I am the supreme controller of every god and I am the Ishvara. Tam eva shraddham tasya aham achalam uh, vidadhami tam eva shraddham. I stabilize their shraddha, devotion towards that particular form and the god. See, Lord is because being a broad-minded one, Ishvara, he doesn't have any problem. If God is Supreme Ishvara is not having the problem, you given the different gods names and you want to follow that and you want to say that that God is not superior, this God is not superior. So not only that I like this, I will worship, I will go, but you hate others, you torture others, you disturb others, even you kill others because your God is superior. How it can be a humanity? How it can become a human behavior? It is not human behavior. It is asuri behavior or the animalistic behavior. So Lord clearly says, okay, you are interested in worshipping Ganesha, your bhakti. I will stabilize and bless that bhakti to become strong. Tameva shraddham tasya dasya. Of that particular devotee, Kaminaha, Tam Shraddham Sthiri Karomi. I will stabilize it, make it stronger. So, absolutely, I have no any problem. When they understand and mature, they will come to me. But here, for a sakama, for fulfilling their desires, they all will go to different devatas. So it is also bhakti only. I support them actually. I protect them. I uh, bless them. Then in 22nd shloka, Bhagavan says, Sataya Shraddhaya Yuktaha Tasyaradhanamihate Labhate च ततः कामान् मय्येव विहितान् हितान्. Not only that, this Shraddha who is having on the that is Satvika Shraddha, the devotion on a different form of God. That Shraddha with that faith, Taya Shraddhaya, Saha Ihate, he engages in that particular worship, way of worship and ritual and the religion. Radhanam Tasyaha, the worship of that form of that particular thing, Aradhanam, Cha Tataha, and from that, whatever labhate tan kaman, whatever he is going to get through that particular worship, that God, the blessing, the benefit, karma phala, everything, that puja phalam, the upasana phalam, tan kaman, their actual, that common desire, for which purpose they are worshipping and asking that particular God, he vihitan maya eva. This is the very important point. Even though they are worshipping that Ganesha or Vishnu or Devi, but you know, ultimately, I alone fulfill their desires through these gods. Through these gods. What it indicates? It indicates that even though you worship the this particular God and you are worshipping me only, but you are not coming directly to me, so I don't feel bad. But ultimately, being I am the Ishvara, Karma Phaladata, I fulfill your desire through this God. Understand this point. Clearly, Bhagavan says here, endowed with that faith, he engages in the worship of that particular form, and from that, he attains all those desires which are actually indeed really granted by me alone. Eva, Maya Eva. That means those gods are not having an individual, their own power, but they are just exposing and standing there as they're having power. But where from they are getting power? Where their existence is resting? What is the adharam for them? That is Supreme Lord Ishvara. Bhagavan clearly said that also. That means you understand my power, my presence, my command. I am the Srishti Sthiti Laya Karta of everything. But you are going through other channels and trying to getting something with the Sakama Bhakti like this. So further some more descriptions Bhagavan gives that we will see later. Now up to here he told positively everything. Then what is the problem in this negatively? That we'll see in the next class. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om Hari Om Tat Sat